Hi, Carlin.
Hey, what's going on, Joe? Doc said after the game that you told him that you're back, and he was kind of talking about how you just had a different mindset so far this season. What has kind of been the difference for you this year compared to years past?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not all the way there, but tonight was a big step, especially from going from the Minnesota game. Like I said, going into these games and stuff, I hadn't really gotten any 5-on-5, so that Minnesota game was a little raw for me. Going up and down. Tonight, I felt better, but I still got a long way to go before I get back to where I was before I got hurt.
Thank you, Joe.
Paul Hudrick.
Hey, Joel. Doc mentioned that he thought the one snug and pick and roll action that you and Ben ran in the second half was the best you guys have ever ran that. He also mentioned that he would like you guys to kind of find that look organically in the flow of the offense. What is your kind of viewpoint of that action, and do you think that you and Ben maybe could run it more?
Oh yeah, for sure. We had some success today. In the past we've had a lot of success just running that. And there's a lot of options that can come out of it. I can always go for a lob, and if he's not open, just set the screen, and he has a driving lane, and he can go on attack. And the last resort is if he doesn't have anything, especially that type of play is always going to cause a mismatch. Guards might switch on to me, and then it gives me an easier way to score.
Thanks, Joe.
Chris Franklin.
Hey, Joel. You guys swept the season series with the Celtics, and given the way that it ended last year, how did it feel to go ahead and do that? And did you guys place any extra emphasis on facing this team this year, knowing what happened in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about what happened in the playoffs every single year. You want to win these matchups. You want to play well against them, and you want to win all these games. So this season hasn't been different. Obviously you said we won those 3 games, so that's the mindset we gotta have. Against every team, but against Boston, that's our rival. They got a great team. They got a lot of great talent, great coaching. So those are the games you really want to win, especially for me because I've been here for so long, and that's a rivalry that's very important for me and also for the city of Philadelphia.
Mark Narducci.
Joel, the other night you said you were rusty on defense. Tonight it did not look that way. It looked like the Celtics didn't want to challenge you or Dwight inside. How did you feel defensively of you and the team tonight?
I'm usually critical about myself, but tonight I thought I was great. My goal is to, one of these days win Defensive Player of the Year and be on all NBA defensive teams. So tonight I was definitely better than I was against Minnesota. But I still got a long way to go. I made a couple of mistakes that I can correct. So just gotta go watch the film and learn from it.
Okay, thank you.
Keith Pompey.
Hey, Joe, there was some talk about you being a little disappointed with your free-throw shooting. Can you just talk, not disappointed, but you're 16 for 20. You want to be, 19 for 20 at least. Can you just talk about perfection at the foul line for you?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any talk. I'm actually very disappointed. That's two games, where a lot of them. That's just I don't know why, but I just gotta focus, I guess. They're called free throws for a reason. It's free, and I love getting to the free throw line, and I don't spend any energy doing so. Being at the free throw line, I actually rest more. So, I should just take my time and knock them down. And, some point in my career, I want to become a, 90% free throw shooter. and just, knock them down every single time I get to it, because I go there so many times, and that's what makes you unguardable. When you can get to your spot, either score or get fouled, and I mean, sometimes, teams want to get guys to the free throw line, but then again, with me, it's almost like, well, if you can't guard him, well, you don't, or you also don't want to send him to the free throw line.
All right, and what's your mindset? Like today, they had 4 different centers guarding you, and they had a power forward. I mean, what's your mindset when you go up against that type of defense?
It doesn't matter who's in front of me. As we've seen all season, it doesn't really matter who has been in front of me. And I just attack. Every single game, I want to be aggressive. I want to get the, other bigs in foul trouble. I want to get to the bonus early. So now they're going to start playing physical. And even if they play physical, I'm going to use that to my advantage to get to the free throw line. So, getting to the free throw line is a skill. A lot of people call it flopping. You just, I'm physical. I'm going to create contact. Guys are going to react. They're going to put their hand, up there. And, if I catch them slipping, I'm going to get to the free throw line. So it's not easier than people. It's not as easy as people think. It is a skill. Not everybody can do it. You got to have a high basketball IQ to be able to pull it off.
Thank you.
Last question, Kyle Newbeck.
Joel, you guys obviously made some schematic changes between this year and last on defense, with you playing up higher against pick and rolls. Is there anything else you think you've done, just like strategically to slow these guys down, or is a lot of it just showing them that different look?
I mean, it depends on matchups. For Boston, especially, there's really no difference than it has been in the past. At times last year I was playing too far back, but also because we're trying to give up, a bunch of mid-range shots. This year, sometimes I come up like tonight. I just didn't want Kemba to come up and shoot wide open threes or mid-range wide open mid-range shots. I just wanted to be aggressive and kind of edge and get back to my man. So this year, like I said, it depends on matchups. But when you play against Boston, with all the guards they have, you kind of have to be aggressive. You have to come up. You have to edge. You gotta be physical.
Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.